Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Final Fantasy V, the 4-job Fiesta. Last episode we took down Omega, the first of the optional super bosses. Now it's time for us to take down a whole bunch of other bosses. We're about to head to a new area, and in this area it's jam-packed full of bosses. Most of the remaining bosses, those minions who appeared at the desert area, we'll find them in this upcoming area, so... We got like the outskirts of a floating castle, and then we're actually going to get into the castle. And inside the castle is where we're going to, like I said, run into most of those remaining bosses. There's only one that we don't run into there. Now, we won't run into them all in this episode because, like I said, there's a lot to take down. So, got some new enemies here, the Avis Dragon. Strangely, these guys are not considered dragons, so we don't get the awesome... 8 times damage that the Apollo Harp would do on them. So, now I put on the Wizard's Wand, the Wonder Wand on Faris. Basically, that's wand casts different spells, and it basically starts casting like low-level white magic spells, and then eventually gets to low-level black magic spells, and then it repeats. It goes all the way up to the top to, flare, and then it repeats back. I want to get it set to the Berserk, because Berserk will help us defeat the other optional super boss, Shinryu. So, I'm just going to be using that to try to, during these battles here where it's not all that, they're not that important. So, I said just use it a bunch of times until I get to the Berserk, and then I'll just de-equip it, and I'll have it saved up for that one more use that we'll get when we fight Shinryu. So here's a really annoying enemy, the Ninja. They're really annoying because they have really good evasion. It's really tough to hit them, so magic is really useful against them. And I do something really dumb here. I wasn't paying super duper attention, and I missed with Faris there, but one of the spells she's going to cast with her wand is the armor spell, and because it's a positive spell, it's naturally going to hit. So yeah, so we just gave that ninja up front double defense. So as if he's hard enough to hit, and he's hard enough to hit as is. Now he's even harder because he cast the image spell on himself, so he gets like 2 decoy targets. So we're gonna miss twice before we get to hit him, so... Yeah, not good. Of course, I could always waste some money, which I will eventually end up doing, because I just got tired of these guys avoiding all our attacks. So yeah, magic is a good way to go against these guys, but we're not really a magically powerful team here, so... Yeah, I thought this team would be pretty easy to go through, but I guess the lack of magic is kind of hurting this team. Yeah, the Red Mage, they're just spells, they don't really cut it. And that good spell that they finally get their last ability, the double cast, the dual cast, yeah, you get it so late in the game that it doesn't really matter that much. I think it would be nice to, if you got it earlier, you can make up for the level 3 spells that you're missing by casting 2 level 2 spells, but we get it so late, and yeah, everyone's, I think right now only Len is the only one who still has it mastered, so. But, so yeah, these ninjas, like I said, kind of annoying. I don't think they're as bad though as the ninjas in Final Fantasy VI. They're really annoying because they have the throw ability, and they actually throw like the elemental skeins, so they'll hit you for massive damage. They'll hit your whole party. Yeah, they appear on the floating continent, which is the last dungeon in the first half of the game, the World of Balance. We'll get to that game eventually. So we gotta finish this one off, and then we got some Dragon Warrior games to go through next. So, we already learned a little bit of Dragon Warrior 3. That's going to be with Prince Ernie, who celebrated his big day on August 4th. That's Prince Ernie's Memorial Day. So we'll get to memorialize him some more in his playthrough as he's our hero in that. And we got another hero Cosmo coming up for Dragon Warrior 4, so hopefully get them finished by the end of the year. So yeah, we're almost done this playthrough, so maybe about a week more, and I'll be able to send a donation then, my own donation, or my dad will be able to send a donation to the Small Angels Rescue. So we got a little armory over here with a bunch of weapons, but we can't find any weapons in there, can't take any. Now this place is symmetrical, so what's happening on the left side will be on the same side as the right side, so we'll be able to get like hidden passages that way, so get the treasures. So we head back in here. Now, unfortunately, the way forward is up here, normally, but the door is locked, and the button is on the other side, so in order to get all the way around to the throne room where we want to go, we're going to have to go down into the basement. But before we head down to the basement, we'll clear out the right side over here. So we had weapons on the left side, now we have armor on the right side, and we're going to get another treasure room down here. See how it mirrors itself on the left and the right. Got some extra running shoes. We'll head back in, and then we're going to head down to the basement, which is just full of a whole bunch of monsters. So we got some new monsters, Deathclaw and Sword Dancers. Both are really annoying. The Deathclaws use that Deathclaw spell that reduces your character down to single-digit hit points. And the Sword Dancer has some pretty nasty abilities too. The worst one being Dance of the Dead, and that'll turn one of your characters into a zombie. So only those revivifies. So it's kind of tough to determine which one is more deadly. I mean, Deathclaw puts you in a point where it can take you out, you know, real quickly, but then the Sword Dance, on the other hand, can instantly take one of your characters out. So sadly, the Asuna spell, which I just used with Faris there on the wand, didn't take off Zombie. Yeah, the only way we can get off Zombie apparently is the Revivify. So it's now the Raw was on Hero 3, so use that up. So yeah, I had a list of the spells that I cast in the order, so I'll just keep a track so I know when to stop. Let's finish off this Sword Dancer. I'm pretty close to getting to the end of the wand. Yeah, Reflect is the last one before, so we'll take the wand off now, and it's ready to go. It'll remember where it's at, so when we de-equip it and then re-equip it later. So yeah, we got an Ice Brand sword. A little outdated, but still a pretty decent sword. You have multiple knights or in your party, but we can't have that because, hey, 4-job Fiesta rules. You have to have one of each of these characters. So, right in here. Now, when we head down to the basement, like I said, there's going to be a lot of monsters there, but luckily, you have to know which one to fight first, and we're going to fight the one in the lower left corner. So you have a bunch of wizards running around. There's 6 of them. There's a maiden up there, but she's not a monster, sort of. There's that eye monster, you can hardly see him. But we're going to talk with this guy first. And this, you're the warriors, the whole piece of the crystal? Nope. I see. Well then, there's nothing for you here. But if we talk with him again and basically say that, yes, we do are the warriors of the crystal, then that's going to initiate a fight with him. And he is Apocalypse, the blue mage. He can basically cast most of the blue magic spells in the game. And the few that he doesn't, if you cast them on him, like your blue mage, he will learn that spell and he may cast it again. Which is one way you can cheese him. You can cast the explode spell on him, and then he'll learn it, and then he'll use it on you, and that'll instantly defeat him. We're obviously not going to do that because we don't have the explode spell. And we'll just take him out normally. Now, one good thing with this guy is that makes him a little bit easier is since he's only going to be using magic, we can use wall rings to mitigate a lot of the spells that he will cast on us. Too bad I don't have another wall ring, but that's okay. Just will be useful. You won't be needing any more. Pretty much wall rings after this is pretty much their last big hoorah for them. There's a spell you could learn in the Phoenix Tower from those Lami enemies, the Belladonnas. I didn't have to worry about learning it though, so that could be an annoying spell to learn, so I guess that one extra wall would have been nice from Faris there. But oh well. Like I said, that's good though. The other wall wings do reflect their level 5 death. Too bad he wasn't level 55. Then we could have bounced back and hit him. But I guess the programmers knew that, so they were smart. Now, of course, remember, since Kara has a reflect status on her, we're gonna have to revive her with Phoenix down. You can't use Faris's life spell. That'll just reflect. We're gonna see, but some of these blue magic spells that we didn't really necessarily see. That's a nice dark shot. That halves his levels, so that'll make his stats a little bit lower. Not that he's really doing too much damage to us. He's a pretty easy boss. So if it wasn't for those spells, the level 5 death, we'd still all be pretty hanging in here with him. So Kara's mastered her job, so it wasn't necessarily important to get her back to her feet. Because the ability points that she'd get from here, like I said, wouldn't be useful because she'd only mastered the night job. It would be point like transfer him over to somebody else. But we wanted to defeat him first because by defeating him, we uncover a save point. So we're gonna make good use of that save point because these enemies coming up can be pretty tough. That iBoss monster that we kind of got a little glimpse of, he can be really tough or really easy depending on how he acts. One way you can cheese him is if you have reflector rings. All you need is one reflect ring, and whoever has the reflect ring, if you put float on them, one of the things that this eye monster likes to do is cast like an earthquaker spell, and if one of your characters is floating, his AI tries to get everybody down on the ground. So it'll try to cast this gravity spell to pull you down to the ground, but it'll be reflected off of the reflector ring, and his AI just keeps running that over and over and over again, so he'll never do anything other than cast that gravity spell because he wants you down on the ground so he can hit you with the earthquaker spell. But we don't have the luxury of getting in with the float, so we're gonna have to hope that he cooperates and is nice with us. That he doesn't use a whole bunch of his he doesn't spam that earthquake spell. So all these old men, when we talk with them, these wizards, they start off with this Altivorti. And they can be annoying because sometimes they can use the circle ability, which removes your character from the battle. So I wouldn't have any of your characters be using like a bard song where they keep singing, because you might need them to revive a character. You say that the old man, he encircled everybody else, then you just have one character that's singing, and they won't never stop singing because it's in their AI. So. And then they transform into the Year Avis when you defeat them, and they can be annoying because they have a whole bunch of hit points and use that thing. So I finished off those things all off screen, healed up, saved my game. Now you can't open that door. You have to wait until you have to talk to the eye monster through the thing, and that opens the door. So this is catastrophe. And like I said, he sometimes will spam that earthquake, and if he does that, well, you hope he doesn't do it twice in a row, because that usually is done for your party. He's kind of behaving here pretty nice. So he does hit hard. Usually this is a short battle. He doesn't have a lot of hit points. Well, he has a decent amount of hit points, but he doesn't have really high defense. So usually this battle is really quick. It's either he defeats you really quick by spamming, the earthquake, or you beat him pretty quickly by, maybe getting some critical hits and finishing him off that way. So his defense is pretty low. He doesn't like Faris. I think that's the second time he made her stoned. And yep, he fell before he managed to bring Faris back, and That was bad because Faris, she could use these 8 ability points. But no, it's okay. That would, I think, have had her master the job. So we'll get another. I'll do another battle off screen to master that job. All right, so now we can get some treasure chests here. This is a bunch of dancer equipment that increases the probability of your dance being the sword dance. I was trapped in there. Thank you so much for saving me. You're great. This maiden gives us a kiss, and she skadoodle-noodles off. So now, before we head up that way, like I said, we'll make a save game here, and I'm going to. I realized I'm only one battle away from maxing out Red Mage, so I'm gonna save, master the Red Mage, and then I'll set my jobs up for the next part of the episode where we finish clearing out this castle. Go find out where that maiden went. Might be able to, hopefully, as I'll see, we have, for me, some new enemies we still haven't met yet, 3 more. We'll just have to farm them in the next episode. So, alright, as you can see, Faris has mastered Red Mage, so now Angels and Kara are the only ones who need to master Red Mage. And Lena still has to master Samurai. But we need Angels to master Samurai. So, yeah, still that Red Mage, that 999 at the end, really keeping us going slow here. So, it's okay. We'll just throw her on Red Mage for a little bit. She has a lot to go in that one. And then eventually, Lena will get Samurai once Thing masters it. He has to master it first. He's very close to it though, so Angels. Unfortunately, I got confused. I made Lena Samurai. I need to make her the Knight. And the Fiesta, we have to have one of each character. So, yep. See Samurai. Yep. She still has a few more to go, but we'll make Lena the Knight because we need a Knight yet. No use changing Angels over because Angel's so close to Master Samurai, so when Lena's learning Samurai, then we can have Angel start learning the Red Mage. So get toward Red Mage Mastery. Probably have to leave here eventually. We'll sell a bunch of this equipment that we're getting, so we have a lot of money because money's going to be really important at the end of the game. Definitely help us out against the final form of X-Death. So the more money we got, the better. So Faris finally mastered every single job, the first one to do so. So she can be stuck on the bard job now, because that's the one that everybody's mastered. So it was mastered so easily. Now we just gotta shift our equipment around. I figured I'd do it all right here. That way we can jump right into adventuring on the next thing, because we have quite a bit to go here in this castle, and something a little bit more beyond it. So. That'll pretty much finish up for this episode here, so come back in the next episode. Like I said, we follow that maiden up the stairways and see what she's up to. Take care, have a good one. Bye.